Yo, what's going on, everybody? I am JB and I'm back with another video. This time, guys, doing something a little more different. Well, did something similar before, but just a little bit different this time. I wanted to give you guys a closer look at the locks, how they're forming. And while I do so, and while I chop it up with you all, I'm going to enjoy me this cigar here. This is a La Gloria Cubana Series R. I got this in a sampler pack. It was like 50 in a pack. I mentioned it on my last video, and I love this one, man. I would actually get a box of these. These are great. Every one I've had, it come with like 5 of like different types, and so it's had 5 in there, and every last one has been great. I got one more left in my humidor that I'm going to save for review. So I got one of each. Well, not one of each. There are a couple of them in there that I didn't too much care for. So I'm not gonna do a formal review of them. I kind of just smoked them up. But the ones that I really enjoyed, and I want to just do a formal review on it for you guys, I saved at least one from that bunch. And so I got one more of these left, and so I'm gonna do a review on this and post it up for you guys. But guys, with these locks, man, let me cut this up real quick. All right, nice. So I've been going back and forth with combining this one here. You see, it's nothing really wrong with it. It's just I get a little self-conscious with my locks when the rest of them are thicker at the base. Just thicker, and then the flatter locks, the ones that are flat, they're not as thick in the base. And what I mean by thickness, I mean just the circumference, like the other ones may have, because they're not flat locks. Like this is a flat lock, and it feels about the same at the base, but it's been like that ever since, and it's been growing fine. But on the side, I kind of get a little more concerned with it because it's hanging. If you notice at the top, though they may hang down, it's just kind of like laying up here, got this kind of support in it. Well, on the side, it's just hanging. And so I do concern myself with that as to should I go ahead and combine it to make it a stronger base. And so that's what I've been thinking about. I don't know. I did go forward with combining these on the side over here because I had a similar problem. Now, with one of the locks here, it was at the base where you could see through it, which now, you can't see through it. It's thicker, and so that's what I was going for. Let me get my lighter. All right, let me light this bad boy up real quick. That being said, guys, I've been just trying not to overthink with my locks, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure they're all strong, and I'm not to worry about any of them falling out later or anything like that. So just be mindful of that, guys. But I haven't combined the one on the side yet. Just something I've been thinking about doing. But I've been enjoying the process. I did combine some in the front. I even got an edge up, guys. I found a barber that I can trust that won't cut into my locks. I was really, really thankful for that. So I was able to get an edge up. He was mindful of where my locks were, and it did its thing. And so with that being said, guys, I have a little edge up. Can't really tell now, it's been a few days, but they have a little edge up. It's a good cigar, man. Then got some coffee on the side with it. Pairs up nice. Anyway, but yeah, I finally found the barber, guys, who would not cut into my locks, and I don't have to worry about my hairline going further and further back and everything else, and still not doing the taper, not getting into any of that, but enjoying the ride. So you see, these right here at the top. I'm combining these with a rubber band. It consists of 2 Congos. These 2 here. Well, yeah, 1 single lock and a Congo. And this one little tuft of hair, as you see here, that was crochet. I crocheted it so it can go ahead and lock, but I'm combining them at the base. So you see that? That's the one I'm combining now, working on. And then back here, one of my locks I'm very proud of. See, that's wanting to combine with these up here. It's like it's wanting to go ahead and combine with all of this. See, all that wants to combine. And I've been debating if I'm gonna let it happen. That's a lot. That's gonna be a big week. But I'm debating, guys. I don't know. That's what we got going on in the back. There's some more combining going on in the back. These here are actually combining the root. I haven't split them apart yet. That's what I got going on there, and there's other ones back here that I was trying to combine, and I just don't know. I don't know if I want to let them wick up or I want to pull them apart and separate them. We shall see. Only time will tell. You know, guys, it comes to a point where you do what makes you feel good, all within reason. I end every video, well, I try to end every video that I do on this channel with Jesus being the way. And He is. He is the way, the truth, and the life. But believing in Christ does not mean there are things in your life that you can do and enjoy that God has given you. Like our hair. God has given us hair. He's provided us that hair. For those of you who may not have as much hair as others, He gave you what you have. And you should be able to style it as you like. Do with it as you like. Cigars. Straight and natural leaves. Just like anything else, like drink, like alcohol. And I don't know, some of you may not understand, it's okay for Christians to drink alcohol. As you see, I have mine stashed behind me. But it's about how you partake in said things. The motivation behind them and everything else, it's all about what you want. You know, why do you want it? You know, it's crazy. And all this time of freeform or not retwisting and everything else, this lock has managed, and I haven't split this one apart. I've been wanting to combine this guy with somebody. But this lock has managed to not be combined with anybody. He's just, he's just not near anybody to really combine, you know. He's just all on his lonesome up here. And I could combine with one of these, you know, one of these other Congos, but I kind of would like to see it combine naturally, you know, just to link up with something that's around it. But it hasn't this whole time. Not one time have I had to separate that lock from any other ones. That's interesting. Yeah, guys. You see, the burn on this looks a little off, but possibly could be me and how I lit it. Not necessarily count against the cigar as far as its construction. There's one point of the cigar, guys, that's like, it's got a thick vein. See, with a thick vein like this, usually it will be kind of smooth. But with the vein being thick right there, I'm expecting some strength to pick up right here. A lot of the, if you think about this, there's nicotine in tobacco leaves, right? But most of the nicotine is within the vein or the stem of the leaf. And with cigars, the stem is taken out. Now what you may have is the veins, which veins will still have a little bit more nicotine than, you know, still have a little nicotine in them more than the leaves themselves. Now don't get me wrong, the leaves do contain nicotine. but it's mostly in the veins, and then mostly, definitely in the stem. So if that makes sense, because that's where the nutrients travels through, the stem and the veins into the leaves themselves. And so yes, so with that right there, I do expect that to be a little stronger, a little more strength here, but we'll see when it gets there. I may still be recording this when it happens. I may not be, but I'm definitely going to find out one way or another. I've been thinking about dyeing them all black again, straight black. Just some random thoughts. But then afterwards, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Keep the way they are. I do love the length. And this is the longest I've ever had my hair. It's rough, guys, when I'm riding in the car or laying down and sitting up, and if I ain't got my hair up, if I don't put it in something to wrap it or whatever case may be, it gets hung up on my back. So I gotta get used to that now. I gotta get used to life with longer hair, because I'm telling you, I'm not used to life with longer hair. It gets caught up in everything. When I put on the shirts, it gets stuck in the back of the shirt, and just, jackets, whatever case may be, it gets stuck up in there. I gotta pull it on up out of there. And so, yeah, something to get used to with having longer hair, for sure. And I should, guys, and if you don't, you should. You should put your hair up more, like not up, but wrap it and stuff like that, just to protect it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I ought to do more of as far as wrapping it. I don't do it as much. Thankfully, my hair hasn't suffered a great deal from not wrapping it up as much. I sleep with it down, and walk about my day with it down. Unless I'm going somewhere that I know I'm eating, whatever it can be, I'll probably put it up, because these locks will get in my food, and create me a mess to clean up. So yeah, so that's something I have come to realize with having these locks: the need to protect them, and get into a habit of doing it when it's shorter, guys. Habits are hard to break when you build them up, and so I like sleeping with my hair down. I like waking up with it down, putting it up. Once I take that head wrap off, or the stocking cap I use, whatever case may be, the way the hair falls, I don't like it. And so that's why I don't like wearing it up. I don't like the way the hair falls afterwards. It just looks weird to me. And so I just rather wear it down. And so when I'm doing yard work or anything like that, then I wrap it up. Don't mind that noise. This is an electric humidor. All right, so it's electric. It's giving me, I don't know if you can see it, but it's setting the temperature and the humidity for all the cigars in there to protect them. And so it's like a refrigerator. Yeah, refrigerators, once they reach the temp it needs to do, it'll shut off. When it starts going outside of that temp that it needs to be at, it'll cut back on. So that's the sound you hear. But the clanging is because I have the bottles up there. If I didn't have those bottles up there, you wouldn't really hear anything from that humidor. It's just what it is. But I like having it there, because that's where I store my drinks. When I want to have a smoke, I go ahead and get my glass. Got my drink right there, got my cigar right there, and we good to go. It's all in one place. Convenience, a beautiful thing. I tell you, it's like I've had this cigar 4 different occasions, including this one, and I enjoy every last one of them. I haven't had a bad one. Like, I really look forward to reviewing this, guys, with you. Like, really tell you what I'm really experiencing when I smoke it. And honestly, it ain't that I'm getting those sweet notes and no this and that and the third. It's just a nice smoke, nice smooth smoke. I think this one is like a mild cigar. It's not even like, you'll look at it and see how dark it is and think it's really strong or like a full body, but it's not. It's more of a mild smoke, but at the same time, it can have some strength to it, which like I said, I expect when I get across that vein. And so it definitely can have some strength, but it's not really. It's just mild. Like I said, I got my coffee and I got my cigar. And coffee pairs well with cigars. Um, this is black coffee. This is uh, uh, a blueberry type blend coffee, flavored coffee, but not flavored infused coffee, but it's like a flavored coffee. It's still black coffee. You still got the bitter taste of coffee. It just got a hint of blueberry in it, and I like that. But this La Gloria Cubana Series R is nice. Trying to think what else I could say about these here locks. Not much else, honestly. They're growing. You know, this is what they're doing. These got combined here. Just continue to let them form and hang before when they finally drop. Because right now it's kind of sticking out before it's going down, but so it just needs some time to get all fully combined and then everything else, and it'll drop. I had to go ahead. These are combining naturally on its own, but I went ahead and crocheted them because, like I said, the thinness of one of the locks that's in this bunch. So I went ahead and crocheted these together, and that's why it has this little. That's why it's sticking out like this. If I didn't crochet it, it probably would have been just one flat lock, But because of, like I said, one of them really thin, I was worried about that flat lock being thin at the base because of that. And so I went ahead and crocheted them, so therefore they can grow thick. They can be, a thicker base, a stronger base. And so that's the whole point of that. And so yeah, I guess you could say I semi-freeform, and freeform semi. I ain't retwisting. That's for sure. I haven't retwisted, but I do some maintenance, I guess. Depending on what the need is. But that's the beauty about your locks and your hair. Regardless of what category you try to fit yourself in, the locks. And then you take care of them how you take care of them. You just make sure you take care of them. Anyway, guys, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this cigar and get ready for my day. And I just want to come on and share with you guys a little update on these locks and spend a little time with you, chop it up with you. Ain't much going on, guys. I guess it's when there's more of an update when it comes to locks, then I'll let you guys know and fill you guys in. I've been planning on doing some other videos dealing with the shampoo I use and everything else. And it's just like anything else, man. Every channel is saturated with a bunch of content about what's good for your hair and what's not good and everything else. But you gotta do what's best for your scalp. You gotta do what's best for your scalp. And what's best for me is simple. I don't do a lot of stuff. It's simple for me. Olive oil to help with the dryness, and Dr. Bronner's soap because it doesn't have any chemicals in it. It's straight up. And it's harsh, that's why you have to dilute it. But it's better for the hair. It strips out all the oils and stuff like that so you can wash and get a good deep wash on it. Apple cider vinegar rinse, I do like every 3 or 4 months. And go from there. So I may do a video next time I do apple cider vinegar rinse so you see how that turns out. But we'll see. But in the meantime, between time, guys, I am JB. Jesus is the way. Peace out.